Now you mentioned that it's taken you a while, even at your end of the sport. You are an elite athlete by anybody's standards. It's taken you a while to feel ready to do two multi-day races in the same year. Although obviously some athletes do actually enter several multi-days. I mean, I guess what you're talking about there is not simply the ability to turn up and plod around the track.
Yeah.
What you're talking about is actually go out there with a serious intention of either winning or setting a record.
Yes. Oh, yes. I mean, obviously, I could do 2 or 3 multi-days. It was just a case of turning up and being there, and as you say, plodding around. But no, I'm trying for performance. Yeah, I'm looking for maximal performance.
Sure.
So I haven't wanted to break myself down by multi-day running. Obviously, multi-day running, it's a serious undertaking.
Yes.
Physically, psychologically, and yes, it's the ultimate sort of catabolic exercise. You're starting as one person, finishing as a completely different person, physically, mentally, in every other sense. So yes, you don't want to break yourself down. You need to learn about how your body responds to the stress, how your mind responds to the stress, how long it takes you to recover.
Yes.
And as I say, I've been involved now 5 years, and I think I'm ready to do it twice, along with the other events. I mean, I do about 5 ultra races a year,
Right.
of which, for the last 5 years, one has been what I call a multi-day.
Uh-huh.
Some of the other ones have been like 48-hour races and 24-hour events, this sort of thing.
Yes.
But I haven't felt able to, or ready and willing to do a second full-blooded multi-day. But now I feel I'm ready. Yeah.
So just to go on to that point for a moment. I mean, just to make it clear, you live in Orkney, which is a bit of a remote location. So it's not like you're in a position to nip just half a mile away and enter a marathon every week if you wanted. But you only actually race about 5 times a year, and that's it.
That's it, yeah. That's because of my location, though.
Yes.
If I was living in on mainland UK, then put it that way,
Yeah.
then I probably would use marathons and other events as training.
Right.
But for me, if I go to a race in the mainland of the UK, it's quite a major undertaking.
Sure.
It's going to take me a few days with getting there. You've got to arrive the day before, at least with a day in hand in case of transport delays. And then getting back. I mean, I probably lost at the minimum 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
And there's absolutely no way I'm going to do that. Just for a marathon.
Yeah.
Unless for some reason the marathon was a major target of the year.
Yeah.
Which for me it isn't. No,
Yeah.
as I said, multi-days are my
Yes.
main target. So whilst I only do 5 races a year at most.
Yeah.
If I was on the mainland of UK, I would do more, but it wouldn't be major races. They'd just be races for training, half marathons, or things like that.
Sure. Basically the equivalent of like a long run for the week.
Yes, it'd be a nice way of doing a long run. And if I had a long break between my main races, I might do it a bit more seriously.
Sure. Okay.